Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I've been having a wee chat with some of the guys earlier. I'll just mention a couple of the guys that's in. I've got, I think Steve A was in first. I don't know if you're still in, Steve. But I've got D8 Silv. Steve A was in first. I don't know if you're still in, Steve. And Rob Klompstra. So I've got something coming up for you later on, Rob. Got a couple of your whiskies to drink, so or have a sip on anyway. Anyway, guys, thanks. Well, look like I've got 8 watching now. Hopefully, I don't have the problem I had last time. I had no chat last time, but looks like I've got it this time. I'll just have a quick whiz through before that. Who's popped in now? I've got Rabbit and Red. Thanks for popping in, Eric. Thanks for the happy anniversary. Yeah, I'll come on to that in a minute. And I've got, who did I have? It's somebody else. Rob Schroeder. That looks like a new name, Rod. I've seen you before, but listen, if you've commented before, then apologies. I've got a crap memory. But yeah, hopefully that's a new name. Nice to see you, Rob. Yeah. Yeah. So tonight, guys, I don't know how long it's going to be. I've got no plans. I've not made any script or anything. I've got a couple of whiskies to try. So I'm going to try some of the shared whiskey that's been sent to the channel. That's one of the things I'm going to do in most of the lives. Donner Pass Whiskies popped in. Thanks very much, mate. Yeah, 724 subs. Just make sure everybody else is popping in there with them. If you've not subscribed, you know what to do, guys, don't you? I think this might help you. I'll leave that up for a bit. Oh, it's gone. This technology, man, it's killing me. Yeah. So yeah, I've got a few plans tonight. Try a couple of whiskies. Some guys have sent me some fantastic samples. I think it only does them justice. I'm going to do some of them on the lives, and I'm actually going to do some of them if they're super whiskies. I'm going to do full reviews on them, but that's not to take away for the ones tonight, because I think I've got some super whiskies tonight. I'm going to do some from Rob Klompstra. He's in Canada. Just a quick one on Rob. Rob has been with me since the very beginning. I think anybody that watches my videos will probably notice that he tries to, I think he gets in first every time, which I'm really appreciative. Rob, thanks for that. Whiskey Crusaders is in. I think that's Matt. Thanks for popping in, Matt. I watched your video earlier with the Highland Park comparison. Very good, mate. Guys, if you've not subscribed to the Whiskey Crusaders, I'm sure you have. But if you haven't, guys, they're a super channel. Just give them a quick look up and give them a quick subscribe. Yeah, so D8 Silv got me on. I was just chatting away to him earlier, and they said he was on Old Pulteney 12, so I've just poured myself an Old Pulteney 12 to get me started. But yeah, the plans tonight, guys, I'm going to try some whiskies. I'm going to do some from Rob. Thanks again, Rob, for being one of my first subscribers, and you're in first with every video, mate. So a big thanks. You've been with me now for nearly, well, it is a year, and it'll be a year in a few days, but it's time's just flown. I'm also going to do some from Luna Arran. I don't know if Luna Arran tends to pop into the America. I've not seen her in many of the American live streams, but she tends to do a lot in the UK live streams. Luna's in Germany. Ursula, she sent me some fantastic bourbon, so I'm going to do one of those. And I'm going to do, well, I think if you've watched me most of the time, everybody probably knows about Jerry KERSEY. I'm going to do another one of Jerry's. I think I'm going to do the possibly an Angel's Envy. I think that's what I'm looking at with that one. And I'm going to do a scotch towards the end. Mr. Mark Slinger sent me some fantastic stuff, so I'm going to do one of Mark's later on as well. So that's basically the kind of rundown. I'm going to hit a little bit on the channel. Yes, it's been a year, guys. It's been a fantastic year. Loved every minute of it. I'll just give you a quick kind of insight as to why I got into the channel. I'm just catching up a little bit on here where, yeah, you guys are all catching up. That's great. Just the reason why I started the channel, guys, as you can see, I have a lot of whiskey. I was a collector. Them days are kind of almost gone. I still do a little bit of collecting, but I do mostly drinking now. So as I was doing a little bit of drinking on my own. I'm not in a big whiskey community. There's no one around me nice. Yeah, cheers, Dustin. It's gone down nicely, mate. You've got it at 43% ABV. We've only got it at 40, so you've probably got a little bit better than mine. But yeah, it is. It's beautiful stuff. Old Pulteney 12. Where was I? Yeah, I'm not in a big whiskey community. I'm down here in Manchester in England. Not a lot of people around me drinking whiskey. I don't even have another family member who drinks whiskey. So I'm doing it all on my own. Initially, I used to watch a lot, like you guys are doing. I used to watch a lot of the channels. I used to watch Rob, been watching Ralphie for a long, long time. Watching a lot of the other channels. Sitting there with a little sample, tasting it with them. And then I decided to do it myself. So I had a lot of whiskey to use, and I thought, yeah, I'll do it. The thing I didn't realise at the time, though, that every time I do a whiskey review, I need to open a bottle. So this is why I do a lot of samples now, because I'm not drinking the bottles quick enough. What I'm tending to find is I'm sharing those whiskies now. So I maybe open a bottle, do a couple of little tasters on it, and then I maybe review it. And then it lies around for a long time. So that's where the idea came up with the sharing. As everyone knows what the motto of the channel is, who's going to tell me what the motto of the channel is? Let's see if I can get it up on here. Let's have a look. There's the motto. So the pleasure is in the sharing. So what I'm tending to do is I'm opening bottles, having a few drams of it, reviewing it, and then I'm shipping out the samples all over the place. What I didn't realise, as the channel gets bigger, it gets tougher because there's more whiskey to send out. So it's not so much sending a whiskey out, but it's the packaging and the posting, and it all mounts up. And so it's getting to the stage where I'm thankful because I'm getting lots of stuff sent, which is super duper. I'm happy with that, and I'm trying my best to keep up with everybody that I'm sending stuff out to. But it's getting tougher. I'm sending snow globes all over the world. But it's fantastic. But as I say, some of the guys have been sending me some super stuff. If you can see behind me, guys, I've got a whole shelf full of samples that's been sent. So I've got lots to review. I've got lots to do, lots to share. I've got lots of whiskey to share. So it's fantastic. Recently, through Jerry, maybe over the last 4 or 5 months, Jerry's got me into doing bourbon. So I don't know if you can see, I've probably starting to grow a little shelf of bourbons now. He keeps sending me samples. I must have about 30 samples that he sent me. But again, it's super stuff. Well, I've got Christopher David in. How you doing, Christopher? Nice to see you, mate. Looks like another new name, that. Forgive me if I'm not. Oh, there's another one, Jacob Salters. Hi, Jacob. Thanks for popping in, buddy. What you drinking? What are you guys drinking? Yeah, so it's getting tough as the channel's progressing. The anniversary now is coming up in a few days, which is super. I'm over the moon with the way the channel's growing. It has actually grown quite a bit recently, which I'm over the moon with. I think I did a couple of best of videos, top 10s and that kind of stuff, and they've went down, really been received really well. Let me get that off of there. And so I'm really pleased with the way the channel's going. Hopefully it's getting better and better. Just means more whiskey to drink, more people to talk to, more people to share with, which is what it's all about, really. That's what it's all about for me. As you probably realise in my videos, I tend not to do a lot of research because I'm not about research, and there's plenty of other guys that do the researching. You know, Jason at the Mash and Drum does all his research, and Bill, the Whiskey Dictionary, does all his research. So they guys do all that for you. I'm just all about the whiskey. I just love opening up these bottles and diving in. That's what it's all about for me. That Signary Vintage Tianic, I think that must be, is that a nice one, Donna Pass? How's it gone down? Both. These are all on. See, this is the great thing. Looking at these chats, guys, these are all on spectacular whiskies. Trooper Henry's on Kilkerran 8, cask strength. Super. Trooper 8, have a look at this. This is one of my whiskies at the minute. I think that'll seize the Kilkerran 8. That's gone down very, very well, that one. As you've seen, guys, I'm doing a wee bit of recent videos that are coming up now are going to be a little bit peaty. I've done enough. I think I've exhausted the sherry route at the minute. I'm all sherried out. So hopefully, Redbreast 12, a bit Irish. Nice one, Jacob. Let me have a little sip of this. If I'm talking too quick, guys, just somebody pop a comment and tell me to slow down. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with the channel, guys. It's going fantastic. Loving every minute of it. Listen, it's tough work. I know there's a few of you guys that do it and you understand how tough it is. Mark J. Goins, how you doing, buddy? Thanks very much, Mark. What are you drinking, buddy? Yeah, it's tough. I'm up here at what we're looking at now, 2:15 in the morning, just to share with you guys. Hopefully the UK guys might pick this up on the replay. So hopefully that'll come in for them. But let me just going to give a quick one on to Rob's samples now. I'm going to just jump a little bit now. I see I've got no script, guys, so I'm just going to play this by ear. It could last an hour. It could last, well, I'm not going to do a food quick and make it 8 hours, but so Rob sent me some nice samples. So I'm a wee bit worried whether this, I should say, Rob, I know he's Canadian, so I think these are all Canadian whiskies. No bourbon. I think they're all rye and whatever, yeah. So anyway, he sent me a Pike Creek 21-year-old European oak, 45% ABV. Very nice. He sent me a Goodrum and Watts Little Trinity 17-year-old 3-grain rye, corn and wheat, 45% ABV. But the sad news is I'm not going to be drinking any of them. He sent me these other two, which I think, looking at these are the ones that I fancy trying first. So I've got a Wisers Dissertation Rare Cask Series, 46% ABV. So really, really nice little samples there. Well, a very generous sample. And this is the one I'm looking forward to. Lot 40, 12-year-old, cask strength, 55 rye whiskey. So I tell you, looking at these guys, I was amazed because they look exactly the same to me, colour-wise and everything. They look identical. I've took the tape off, but I've not opened it up yet. So I'm hoping they're different. I hope Rob's just not poured me the same thing twice, but we'll find out. So I'm going to pour the Wisers first, the Dissertation. I'll have a crack with that. You guys just crack on chatting to yourself while I find a glass. And I'll just get ready some of that peat, that smoke. Hi Jason, how you doing, mate? You okay? Thanks for popping in, mate. I've been. Have you recovered from last week? I've been catching up on some of your. But isn't I tell you the difference this year from last year? It doesn't seem to be as much content out and about. I think last was everywhere, but now it just seems to be. I think he's just all got pissed. But that's what it's all about, just sharing your whiskies. But he's looked like he's had some nice whiskies. So I'm going to try this Wisers Dissertation. Trying to. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm under instructions from Rob not to look at this as a bourbon or it's a Canadian whiskey. So I'm looking good with this. So I'm just going to. Okay, that's nice. Wow, you can definitely get the rye note there. Very fruity and very floral. Wow. See this? This is nice. I actually don't like rye because I have had a rye before. I've done the Whistle Pig. That's one of the what I tend to do when I go into something. When I first went into bourbon, the first one I had was the ECP barrel proof, so I went straight in hard with that. I did the same with the Whistle Pig 122 proof, so I went straight in with that as well. But yeah, this is nice as well. It says very fruity. You've got those usual kind of barley sugars, brown sugars. It's sweet, really, really sweet. And there's a little bit of spice on the back, but it's very floral and very sweet. Got a real fruity nose. So I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to dive in because I think Rob sent me these. I'm trying to think how long ago he sent me them. I have had them for a while, but I think when he sent them from Canada, he sent them by land. So I think it took about 7 or 8 weeks to get here. So gladly they all arrived safe and sound. You're on a cracking job of packing them up. Oh yeah, snow globes. Whistle Pig is not my cup of tea. No, this is a nice one. This was one that was bottled. I think you call them store picks over there. I think this is one that was specially made for a store over here, or specially picked for a store here. But this was the 10-year-old straight rye, 122.3 proof. But yeah, it was wonderful. As you can see, my cork was not great, so I've got my ECBP cork on it. So, but yeah, I had a good time with that one. I shared a little bit of that, so that went down well when I shared it. So yeah, so I've got limited experience, guys, with this kind of stuff. So hopefully we're only in the first year. So when we're into maybe like this dummies and all that who are 5 years, and maybe Ralphie who's 10 years, maybe I'll have a much better knowledge of those things. Oh, Frank Lampard, eh? Is that the Frank Lampard? Maybe. How you doing, Frank? You okay? Oh, how you doing, Whiskey Throttle? How's it going, mate? You okay? Nice to see you. Thanks again. Not seen you for a while. But you've been hiding. Maybe I've just not been watching, but it's tough to keep up with all these channels, guys. It's super. I find them up late every night watching all these guys over that side of the pond. It's tough to do it. Oh, first Phil's popped in. How you doing, mate? You okay? Baby keep me awake again. Oh, yeah, no, listen, I had every confidence, mate. When you said it was coming by land, I knew there was no worries. If you'd have posted it and it took 78 weeks, then I'd have been sending search parties out looking for it. What are you drinking, Daniel? Oh, this is nice, guys. It is very fruity and it's very floral. It's got that sweetness. There's a little bit of spice on the end. But let's try it. I'm diving to get into this now. Cheers, guys. Wow. That's different. It's a little bit spicier on the palate than it is on the nose. But right up front, it's creamy, buttery, nicely mouth coating. But I get a big blast of toffee. The rye is definitely there. There's a bit of pepper. But it's really sweet. And it just gives you a little hug, which is nice. Yeah, no, that's a super dram, that, Rob. Very nice. I'll just maybe have a wee sip on this lately on more as I go on. So, where was I? Yeah, the channel's going fantastic. But it's been great. As I say, it's been hard work. It's all these late nights and it's all this whiskey, man. It's tough, innit? It's a tough job having to just drink whiskey all the time. Somebody's got to do it, and I'm doing it all in research for you guys, which is, you know, I hope you are all thankful. But I'm chuffed for you all turning in and tuning in. Let's have another little quick sip of this. So as the channel, guys, the channel is really all about sharing whiskey. what I've found over the last 12 months has been absolutely fantastic. I've got loads and loads of guys now that we're having regular conversations. I've got the same guys who are commenting all the same guys who are popping in every time. Oh, I think Swami's just popped in. How you doing, Swami? Thanks for popping in, mate. How you keeping? Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it, Swami. You know, it's tough. Just so many whiskies, so little time. You know, I've even built myself a summer house to, just come out here and sit in the dark in the middle of the night. But yeah, it's super wonderful, wonderful stuff. But yeah, no, as you see, I'm just really, really chuffed the way things are going. The editing's the problem, man. I'm going to try, maybe I might have a look at see if I can do videos without editing. One of the things I was going to ask, guys, if some of you guys have been watching me regular now, is there something that I'm not doing that you would like me to do? The issue I have, really, and this is why I tend to do a wee bit more of this kind of time zone, is the bourbon thing. Whenever I do a bourbon, the views just drop. So I don't know if, and even chatting to guys who regularly watch is, I think, just think bourbon's not the thing. Do you guys like watching the bourbon reviews, or is it all about the whiskey? Is it all about the malts? Just pop some comments, guys, and let me know what's going on. Yeah, nice to see you, Swami. I hope you're keeping well, buddy. How's Julian doing? Let's get rid of that. This is nice, this actually. Anybody tried this dissertation? I know Rob has. First Phil's got his tickets for, where are we? Got his tickets for the Glasgow Whisky Festival. I'm in Tenerife. Got a holiday. I know I've had a load of holidays this year. Just a shame. The timing's no great. I'd love to have went up to it. But I'm sure you'll have a great time there, buddy. Oh, yeah. Let's do this one. Here's one here. It's the... I think Swami's loving it in his editing. I notice you don't swear as much as you used to. Have you had warnings? Well, I'm looking good here, guys. Looks like I've got 80. I think this might be a record. I've got 18 in at the minute. Thanks very much, guys. Let's have a look. Wow. Let's have a little quick sip of this, then I'll move on. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's nice, that. Thanks for that, Rob. Let's do this. Look at this other one. Lot 40. I keep seeing everybody raving about it. Oh, yeah, is that a bit of French going on there? You can see a bit of French. Let's find another glass. How do you feel about the bourbon reviews, guys? Whiskey reviews, Scotch whiskies just go great, and then I do a bourbon review and it's nobody watches it. So I don't know if it's me, whether it's me on the bourbon, or whether you just like watching whiskey reviews. So this is the one that I've been looking forward to this since Rob sent me it. So this one is 55 ABV. Just review what you want. Julian is living the high life as some at Quebec's largest ski resort. I need to start. Nice. Let's take that off in case you get me shut down. No, it's health and safety, Rob. I need to use different glasses, mate. Oh, this smells a little bit different. It smells a little bit the same, but it smells a little bit different. That makes sense. This one smells, again, it's sweet. I think the dissertation was sweet. This is a wee bit grass. I've got a wee bit of grassy, a little bit earthy note with this one. Oh, listen, thanks for that, Jason. Let me pop that up, mate. Let everybody see that. I need self-confidence, man. I'm running out of confidence with these. But saying that, I've got hundreds of them to do, man. So I can't just stop doing them. I've got loads and loads today. And Jerry won't let me stop doing them anyway. Just a shame, Jerry. It doesn't look like Jerry's in tonight, but wow, this is, yeah, it's a little bit earthy, a little bit creamy. I think I'm getting a banana. Am I right getting a banana? Smells a bit banana. Maybe some apples. Scotch is still my favourite, but I almost like all whiskey. Okay, no problem. No, I'm going to keep doing the bourbons, guys, because why not? Whiskey, innit? Yeah, you still get them vanillas, caramels. A little bit nutty. Maybe an almond. And a little bit of spice. So, wish me luck. Going in for a taste. Lot 40, cask strength. 12-year-old. I think it's 12, isn't it? Yeah, is it 12? Yep, 12-year-old cask strength. Wow. Okay. I see what all the fuss is about. This gives me a big hug already. So initially on the palate of this one, there's definitely a banana there. It's rich. It's full-bodied. Definitely got the rye note. Getting some mint, some vanilla. Scotsman in Manchester explores Kentucky. Yeah, I might touch on that Kentucky thing. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but I have an invite somewhere. Let's have a look. I think I've got an invite. Yeah, I'll check it out in a minute. Yeah, I think Jerry's got me an invite to Kentucky. Jack Daniels, I think. So I'm still kind of catch up with Jerry just to see. I'm looking maybe sometime next year to do that. So the whiskey friend may be coming to America. Hopefully, and do a little bit of tour. Maybe sometime. I think we're looking at May, possibly in sometime in May. Have a little tour around there. Maybe pop over to Las Vegas first and then head down into Kentucky. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, no, this is wonderful. Toffee, pepper, that real sweet note. And this gives me a bigger hug. Wow. Let's pop that one up. I like to look at that one. Wow. Wow, this is nice. Top stuff, this. Thanks again, Rob. I know I'm going to just say that all night because everybody keeps it. All the stuff that's getting sent, I'd love to thank everybody. Jason, I've still got a few years here, mate, to try, but I'll probably do that another night. I've got some bits already laid out that I'm going to try for some of the guys here. So, but wow, I think this one might get finished. Rob, it's no true when they say it, Canadian whiskey. This is nice stuff. Know all about the American stuff. This Canadian stuff's good as well. Don't want to start a riot. So that's nice. I think that might be my. Yeah, that's my old Pulteney one. That sounds like a good time. Bet it's real hot in Kentucky. It'll not be hot if I go there. Once those Scottish guys go over, that'll be it. What's that one? No, that big swig, that was nice. That was nice whiskey, that, man. I'm glad you sent me a big sample because I might enjoy a bit of that later on as well. But no, that was lovely. Thanks for that. So I'm looking forward equally to trying the other two, which is the Pike Creek 21-year-old. How's this one going to compare, Rob? And then you've got the Goodrum Watts Little Trinity 17-year-old. So I'll look forward to them. I might try these on my own, or I might do these in a future live stream. So I'm going to move on again. I'm moving on to a bourbon now. So if I say Luna Arran, I don't know if she pops into some of these American live streams or the Canadian ones over there, but I know she's quite prominent in the European live streams. So Luna sent me some samples. She has sent me a Russell's Reserve single barrel. I have reviewed the single barrel, but I know these are all different, but they all seem to be 110 proof. So I'm not sure if that's the same as the one that I did, or it's a different batch because she's not put any batch numbers on it. So I have done that one. He sent me a George Dickel. So I've got another rye at 90 proof, George Dickel. And she sent me, this is the one I'm looking forward to here. So I've got a Bullet Bourbon Frontier Whiskey barrel strength at 61.7. So that's a whopping big in that one. So I'm looking actually pretty nice and cool, fairly weather in the Kentucky is or something. Yeah, no, I love the heat. I'm going to Tenerife in 2 weeks for another 8 days, just for a bit of heat. I look too pale, you see, so I could do with a bit of colour. But yeah, I'm going to try this one. So I'll get rid of these. But thanks again, Luna. Your packages, I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'm hopefully going to set up your package and get one off to you tomorrow. But I'll drop you a little note and let you know when I've sent it. Just so much to send out, guys. It's just try to keep up. Oh, Eric, wait. Eric, how you doing? Hopefully I'm seeing the comments tonight, so I don't have the issues I had last time. But a big thanks for giving me that call last time, Eric. Let's pop Eric in there, let him know. But over the past year, guys, of the channel, one of the guys I'd like to give a big shout out to is Eric, because every time I see Eric, he tends to give me a quick mention. So I think Eric's helped the channel massively. I did do one of my very first lives with Eric. Don't know how well that went down, but I think it was probably one of your worst videos, Eric. But hey ho, I was young then, I was new and inexperienced, so hopefully we've moved on since then. But yeah, a big shout to Eric. Eric saved the day last time. Gave me a quick call, let me know that what was going on. So hopefully everything's going great today. No worries, Swami. I'll catch you later, mate. I think I'll be around, mate. Are you tired, Eric? Oh, Captain 3D. How you doing, Phil? Are you out jogging today, mate, or are you having a lie down? Loved watching them videos, mate. How many of them videos have you done? Every time I turn my computer on, I've got a video from you. Anyway, don't want to waffle. Let's crack up with this bourbon, because I think this is going to be wicked. Okay. I don't think I'll be taking big swigs of this one, Rob. 61.7. Love the generosity of these samples, man. Look at the size of that. Thanks again, Luna. Hope you can catch me in the replay. Okay. Wow. Straight away with this one, it's all about the heat. Got a hot nose, but it's usual. And I know I keep saying these, and this is why I'm skeptical when I do those bourbon reviews, that there's always caramel, there's always brown sugar, and there's always vanilla. And this is no different. It's that sweet caramel, vanilla, a little bit of pepper spice on this one. Wow, there's a really, really nice dark fruit. Maybe a plum. And a little bit of fresh fruit. Maybe an apple. I think it might be a red apple. Wow. Captain 3D, what was... Did you... Okay, missed that. Wow, okay. Right, this one. Yeah, there's a wee bit of fresh fruit there. Just lots of vanilla, lots of sweetness, lots of heat. Okay, let's have a quick sip. I'm going to have a little sip of this one. Wish me luck, guys. Yeah, there's definitely apple in this one, Jason. I think this is a red apple, though. I don't think it's a green one. I think it's a red one. I think it's kind of dark red fruits. Wow. This one. I was a wee bit worried there because when I seen 60, there's a nice pink hue to this as well. It's a really, really nice colour on that one. Don't know if you can pick that up there, but there's a nice little bit of red in that. Yeah. But, yeah, there's definitely some red fruits in this. But that was a bit worrying there with 61.7. When I sipped it, nothing happened. But then, it just exploded. So, this one's now come out swinging. So, it's letting me know that it's 61.7. Wow. Cinnamon spice. Yeah, there's definitely dark fruits. Got a little bit of herbal as it's developing. It's going a little bit herbal now. Drying out. It's a little bit oaky, but it's full of power, full of flavour. You definitely know it's 61.7 now. It's no shy in letting you know. No hug though. Not a surprise. I've not got a hug with this one. A little bit of cherry. Wow. Dare I say this is a little bit complex for bourbon? Is that going to go down well or is it not? Let's see this. Eric, let me tell you how my days went today, mate. You ready? Let's see if I can get that on here. Right, let's do Eric's. Eric's worked an 11-hour day. Oh, sorry, Eric. Cut you off there, I think, mate. Yeah. So I'm a bit spent, just had dinner, so now it's time for a wee dram. Cheers, Eric. But my day, let me tell you how my days went. I worked yesterday, 9 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. I came home, had a little bit of dinner, had a couple of whiskies, started watching some YouTube videos, watched Phil, a couple of Phil's videos. Then it went into the night. I started watching some live streams. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching. Gets up again and goes to work today. Finished again at 7 o'clock today. Came home, had some dinner, watching some more videos, and now I'm still up. So I've had a long, long day today. I think I'm on about an 18-hour day at the minute so far. But the great news is I'm having some whiskey to see me through it, and I've got a day off tomorrow. So, yeah, please make my whiskey more expensive. Oh, yeah, one of the other things I was going to ask about, the tax that Trump's putting on, how's that going down over there? 25% tariff or something. How's that working? 4 a.m. Your rabbit hole. I don't know if there's a typo there or I'm just missing something. Let's have a look. Maybe Phil will let us know if it's a 4 a.m. Europe rabbit hole. Okay. Is that aimed at me, Phil? No sure. But yeah, no, this is nice again, guys. Here it comes. Yeah. Beautiful. Goes in. Quiet arrival and then boom. Hits you. Big whack of power. Keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. Becomes spicy, toffee, nutty, super sweet. Wonderful, wonderful dram. Cheers, Luna. I'm looking forward to trying the rest of them. I've lost your little note, Luna, so if you're watching in the replay, you've sent me one with no label on it. I think I knew you ran out of labels, but can't remember what it was, but I'll look forward to that later. Yeah, if you can remember, just drop me a note in the comments. Okay. Where am I going next? Just a quick one, guys. I just want to throw something out here. Challenge coins. As you can see, I collect challenge coins. Still got Jason's there. Thanks very much for sending me that, Jason. You're a gentleman. But I collect them. So I've got quite a few. I've got Trennies. I've got both the Trennies, actually. Trenny and C's. Just another quick reminder, guys. Trenny and C, my very, very first subscriber. So thanks so much to Trenny and C. So I've got both of them. Cute little bottle opener on the second one. Fantastic. I have my number 64. That's my number. Whiskey Dick. Thanks, Bill. Bill sent me that as well. Just a quick one, guys. I've got a new channel here. I don't know if you've picked it up or you've saw it around, but it's a great little guy up in Scotland there, Neil. He's got the Whiskey Trials. He's just done his new coin. Do us a favour. If you've not checked him out already, have a wee quick look at the Whiskey Trials and check out Neil. Hopefully, if you like what he's doing, just give him a little subscribe. London Whiskey Club. So I've got a few of these, and obviously I've got the Aquavitis, but look at this. I think Eric was generous enough to send me this one. And it's actually quite spooky because I have 64 in all of these. But Eric kindly sent me one. But how lucky was that? Eric didn't send me 64. Eric sent me 46. So it's the same number, so it works. So the reason I'm talking about these guys, I'm considering doing a Whiskey Friend challenge coin. So I was never in this to do any merchandise or anything, but I feel a wee bit left out because I haven't done one. I've got Vins as well, and I've got Aquavitis. So I've got loads of these. So I'm just putting it out there. Do you think it's worth my while doing one? Would you be interested in one? I've been looking into it at the minute. Still got to design one, but I feel that I would like to do one, but I want to know if people would want to get hold. I know you are all paying Patreons and subscribing and buying merchandise, and the last thing you want to do is another one. But I'm considering doing it. But what I'll do, I'll keep you updated, guys, if that's where I go and I go down that road. Right, another whiskey. Am I doing another whiskey? Where am I going now? Let's do another bourbon. Okay. This is one of Jerry's. Oh, don't know if you can hear the sound, guys, but it's pissing down a rain outside. If you're picking that up, apologies. Whiskey Friend, do you want a profit? If so, pass. It'd be cool for you. I'd like one. Brilliant. Yeah, no, listen, I'm not in it for the money. It's just a nice little I like collecting them, so it's just whether I know there's other guys out there who are probably the same who like collecting them as well. But it's something I'll have a look at, and if I can design one and I can get one done, I'll have a look at doing it. But I know the guys will tell you it's. I think the way the channels grow, I think it gets harder, and I think the expense gets much more expense. The equipment, I've got better equipment. I've built a studio. I've still buying loads of whiskey. So to open a bottle of whiskey to review it, it's a tough ask. So I'm going to continue to do it anyway. So it's not the end of the world. But if these little things can help that along the way, then yeah. The other thing I was thinking a wee bit worried about, what's that? I might have a new coin with it. Oh yeah. Is it going to be a big bushy beard, Eric? They might be expensive. They have a big beard on it. Yeah, no, the other one I was a bit worried about was Patreon. I didn't really want to get involved in Patreon because I've had some discussions with regular guys that I'm talking to on in the comments, and Patreon's one of those that I tend to see. The way I look at it is, if Patreon's great, but I don't want Patreon just to grow people's whiskey collections, you know. And I think if people are going to commit to Patreon and somebody can buy a bottle of whiskey with it, it's great. But to review a bottle of whiskey and do a couple of drams of it, and then the whiskey sits on the shelf, if I ever went down that Patreon route, which I'm not considering doing at the minute, I don't think I've got enough people following and enough subscribers at the minute. But if that was the route, if I did go down that Patreon, then all the money would go back into whiskey. So if I bought bottles of whiskey with it, it's not so much the whiskey, it's the sending it out, it's the packaging, and it's the cost of the post, and to send stuff to the States, it's not cheap. So you could be looking at 20 quid to send a parcel to America, 20 quid to send a parcel to Canada. So the money mounts up. So hopefully that's where the Patreon goes. But I'd rather share the whiskey. So if the bottle gets open, we review it, then we'll just share the whiskey out. And that's where, if I was going to do Patreon, that's where I would go with Patreon. But anyway, I'm not going to get hooked into the... I'm only here to drink whiskey. So this one, guys, Angel's Envy, rye whiskey. So I'm doing a bit of rye tonight. But this one, this one's finished in the Caribbean rum cask. So it's a rum finish. Again, a nice colour on that one. The other Angel's Envy one I did do a Jerry's. I think I've done a few of Jerry's ones. Let's have a look. I did a really nice port cask one. That was beautiful. So I'm going to have a crack with this one. Let's have a look. Who's looking great for their age? Who's only 34? I'm more grey at 34. Wow. You only 34, Dustin? Angel's Envy is not whiskey. Is that my only experience there, Dustin? What is it? Angel Rye. Let's have a look. I'm sure he says whiskey on here, man. Says whiskey on my label. I take it you don't like Angel's Envy. Wow. First thing I get with this is coffee. Coffee and spice. It's nutmeg and cinnamon. Some clove. Let's get these coins out of the way here, man. It's these. I think I've just dropped Eric's. It's very floral. Creamy. Wow. It smells really rich. But anyway, let's have a crack at this Angel's Envy. How are we doing for time, guys? Okay, we're on. I've got plenty of time. Wow. Let's try it on the nose. Oh, wow. That's a bit hot as well, that. 100 proof, that one. That's fruity. Got the rye grain in this. And a bit of bread. It's like a rye bread. But it's super, super sweet. Wow. Whiskey friend. Opening a Glen Scotia 2006 12-year-old cask to celebrate your 1 year. Captain 3D's fault I bought it. Well, that's nice there. Where are we? Let's do this. Let's have a look. Donna Passy. I'm a Glen Scotia fan. Tim. Got the two Campbelltown, well, both festivals. Bought one to drink, bought one to share, bought one to keep. So it's super stuff. Glen Scotia 15's one of my nice ones. That's my kind of one of my go-tos. Just a quick one, guys, on the channel again. It's coming up for a year. So what I did is I looked back at the early videos that I did. And it gave me a fright because when I looked at my very, very first one, I see up until a couple of weeks ago, that very, very first video was my most watched video. And I think it was the top 10 affordable go-to whiskies. Or sorry, top 5 affordable go-to whiskies. So what I've done, and hopefully it'll come out at the weekend, is I've recreated that video 1 year on. So I've re-recorded it, but a year on, and obviously I'm a year more into my drinking whiskies. So it's be interesting to see if I've still on the same top 5 go-to whiskies or if I've got new go-to whiskies. So hopefully that video is a wee bit better. Studio is better. I did it in my dining room last time. I did the camera the wrong way around. I looked depressed. Honestly, don't know how people started watching that video. And I got funny enough, I got loads of subscribers from it as well, which it just baffled me. So hopefully that new one will come out sometime over the weekend, and hopefully you like it. So that'll be quite interesting to see what my top 5 go-to affordables are. But anyway, back to this Angel's Envy. Very spicy, nutmeg, cinnamon, clove. Very, very floral. Got a really nice oak note. It's quite woody, spicy, and it's rye. A little bit of mint. Lovely. But as it's fruity, I think the fruit again is dark fruit. I think it's plums again. And it's sweet and it's spicy. So again, this is wonderful. I'd like to give another shout out to this man, Jerry KERSEY. Thanks very much, Jerry. Man. You sent me more whiskey than I can ever drink. You keep sending me it. You keep sending me some beautiful stuff, some wonderful bourbons. Hopefully I've sent you some nice scotches and you're enjoying your Scotch whiskies at the minute. But Jerry's another guy I'd love to give a big shout out for. Many people want to hear an authentic Scottish accent talk about whiskey. Cheers, Eric. Have I got an authentic Scottish accent? Because I've not been in Scotland for 30 years. Don't know how that works, but I'm trying my best to keep it. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's technology, man. Okay. Many people want to hear an authentic Scottish accent. Yeah, I think I've got one. Do you think I've got an authentic Scottish accent? Glen Scotia is so good. Yeah, I think Glen Scotia at the minute over the last couple of years is one of the distilleries that's really went up in my estimations. Campbelltown for me is just all of them. Springbank, Kilkerran. As you can see, guys, I'm a big Kilkerran fan. This is the Kilkerran range from the very, very first whiskey that they ever produced. And then it was every year afterwards. So it's the work in progress range. So they are super, super whiskies. We've got some Glen Scotias. And yeah, the Springbanks are they're in the house at the minute. So I've changed the wall a little bit at the minute. So I've popped some bourbons out just to kind of keep it authentic. DJ11, nice to see you, my friend. Where have you been? Have you just woke up? Have you been having a lie in? Nice to see you anyway, buddy. Thanks for popping in. You don't sound like Manchester. Listen, Phil, there's no way in this earth I'd ever want to sound like Manchester. No disrespect to anybody that's watching from Manchester, particularly if you live round the corner. So, yeah, it's amazing to see it though. Yeah, okay. It never stops blowing my mind how many people who are in this community that are so new to whiskey. I feel like I was sneaking whiskey from the time I was 13. That's 20 plus years of whiskey drinking. Okay, Dustin, you might have heard this before, right? But I'm 55 years of age and I've only been drinking whiskey for about 3 years. I know, it's hard to believe. Yeah. My story was, never drunk a drop of whiskey in my life. Credit crunch, driving to work, heard an article on the radio. If you've got any spare cash, there's no money making any interest in the bank. So why don't you... There's two things you can buy. You can either buy gold, which was number 2, and number 1 was Scotch whiskey. So it caught my attention. Listened to that article for about an hour on the way to work, and I listened to it. It says if you buy the whiskey and you keep it, if it doesn't make any money, at least you can drink it. So that kind of sold it to me. I went out that day and I paid £145 for my first ever bottle of whiskey, and that was Talisker 25. So I paid £145 was the first bottle I ever bought. But I then became addicted. I think within about 6 months, I had about 250 bottles. 6 months, collecting everything. Rose Banks, Long Rose, everything. Anything that was collectible, I was buying it. Ardbeg. I'll tell you a story about Ardbeg Udigal. I bought a bottle of Ardbeg Udigal 2003. That's when Udigal came out, and those 2003, 2004s, they were spectacular Udigals. So I bought 3 or 4 of those at auction, and then what I did probably last year to fund all the whiskey to buy, I sold 120 bottles at auction, and I sold my Talisker 25, and I sold my Udigals. I kept one which I drunk, and it was spectacular. So I ended up with about 4 Udigals in the end, I think. But I sold 120 bottles for £20,000. So that was just phenomenal money. So that was why it's such a great investment in whiskey. I know you drinkers dread it, but there's no getting away from it that it is. If you want to make some money at it, you can make some money at it. But luckily, those days are gone, guys. DJ Beacon, how's it going? Thought you were working today. Cheers, Alan, on your first anniversary. Sipping on some GlenAllachie 12. Oh, I had some of that last night before I went to. I had that going to. I think I was watching the live streams last night with some GlenAllachie 12. What's this one? Yeah, I missed that. I missed a comment there. Let me see what that one was. I'm the guy that got hooked by Diageo Game of Thrones House of Whiskey Line. Okay, let's get rid of that. Right, okay. West selling whiskey was so easy in the UK. I tell you the advantage we have here, guys, in the UK. We've got access to lots of whiskey, but there's lots and lots of auction houses. I tell you, if you watch Phil's videos, Captain 3D. He seems to be a Scotch whisky auction addict. How many bottles have you bought at the Scotch whisky auctions now, Phil? Or have you got a load waiting for you for your next batch coming over? No auctions in the US. Any reason for that? I don't know why that is, guys, because there's lots of them here. There's probably 5 that I could name straight away, which are big auction houses. And I say it's very, very easy to get bottles. So bottles that are kind of pretty much discontinued, you can pick them up no problem. It's like these Longmorn 16s. This is probably the best 16-year-old that I've ever tasted. But I can pick that up for £50 at auction. Again, it's a secret to the auction, guys. And Phil will be able to tell you, or be able to back me up. If you go into the auction and there's 5 or 6 bottles of that, then you'll probably get it for about £50. But if you go on and there's only one of them, then you probably end up having to pay £200 to get it. So the secret is to, the whiskey friend, I want that bottle. Well, that one, Daniel. But that one. So again, they're so easy to get here. Just again, even the 15-year-old, they're so easy to get a hold of. And I don't understand why they don't do it in the States. Well, I do, because you have different rules. Oh, Swami's back. How you doing? Let's have a look. I'm sure you must have one of them bottles, Daniel. You've got the biggest collection I think I've ever seen, mate. What's this one here? Let's have a look. I know I'm drifting a wee bit. I think I've got well, let me just finish this one off. Wow. I must admit, guys, I think I'm enjoying this Angel's Envy. That's got a really, really sweet, that's got a beautiful, beautiful nose, that. Wow. Real nice. Yeah. Daniel's that saying, yes, you have got the bottle, yeah. Because if you really want one, I could probably get a hold of one here for you if you want me, and I'll ship it to you. If you want one, just drop me a note, mate, yeah? Oh, what's this one? I just had Disney tried to give me 2 bottles to review. DHL sent them back, said I wasn't allowed to see that gift from a distillery. But DHL says you're not allowed to get them. Okay. That sounds like a good deal, that, mate. Lot 40. Daniel, drop me an email. Alan Wilson 15 at sky.com, and I'll catch up with you with that, mate. Wow. Nice. Let's try this. Yeah, no, but again, the auctions again here, they're just, it's so easy to get a hold of bottles. It's just a case of being patient. Sometimes you can get really carried away. You've got an auction finishing on a Saturday night, you've got an auction finishing on a Sunday night, you've got an auction finishing on a Monday night. It's great. Cheers, Eric. Thanks for popping in, mate. Appreciate you, big man. Beard's looking spectacular, man. How big are you going to grow it? You're beginning to look like Noah. Think you'll be building an ark shortly. But anyway, yeah, no, the auction, guys, it's there's still a little bit in me. I still troll through those auctions. I'm hoping to find some bottles that are cheap enough that I can buy and review. Obviously, the difficulty of reviewing whiskies like that is it's tough. If you can't get them, there's no point making. All I can do is let you see how much I'm enjoying them. So that's kind of maybe a wee bit indulgence, but it's fantastic. Right, but now I'm going to do a scotch. I know some of you like scotches. This is another sample that's been sent. Mr. Mark Slinger. Mark sent me a load of stuff. I've got loads and loads. If you don't know Mark Slinger, he's quite prominent in a lot of the live streams. But this is another guy who's lived up in Speyside in Scotland. So he's right in whiskey territory, but he's lived there for 20 years and he's only started drinking 2 years ago. Yeah, mad. But anyway, Mark's got lots of whiskies that he's been sending me. Luckily enough, he's found the light and he's out there and he's hitting all those distilleries and he's picking up all them great bottles. And he's fantastically been sending lots of samples out. So he's a great sharer of whiskey and he's one with the channel. He's on the same wavelength. Just share your whiskey. So I'm going to do a couple here. I'm going to do one. I've got the Benromach 10-year-old 100 proof. So I'll be looking forward to this one. I'm a big Benromach fan. I've bought a couple of distillery-only bottles of Benromach. If you're not aware about Benromach, it's owned by the independent bottlers, Gordon MacPhail. And it's a small distillery. I think they only produce about 750,000 litres a year. But everything's first fill. They don't do any second fill or anything. Everything that comes out of the distillery is first fill. And this is I've got here is the 10-year-old 100 proof. I'm a big fan of the normal. The normal 10-year-old is fantastic. I don't know if it's available in the States or whether you can get it over there, but it's brilliant. I've got another one here, Benromach Peat Smoke Sherry Cask 59.9. Spectacular stuff. I'm done with sherry for a bit, so I can't do that one. And then I've got the GlenAllachie Bottle Your Own PX Hogsheads Single Cask 59.5. So because I'm not doing sherry for the next few months, guys, I'm going to have to enjoy these all to myself. So I'll put them to one side. And I'm going to do the Benromach 10, 100 proof. So I need another glass. Let me get a sip. Let's get another one. Okay, Benromach 100 proof. Wow. Oh, it's all about the peat, guys. Hope you've watched the latest video. Wow. I tell you the difference now, guys. I've opened how many? That's 1, 2, 3. I've opened 4 whiskies already tonight, right? But this one already, before I've went anywhere near it, it's just all about the peat. So this is all smoky. Look at that colour. Beautiful colour, that. So right away on the nose of this, guys, it's just smoke, peat smoke. Fudge, toffee. Don't even know Japanese whiskey, still my favourite. Still love it. Okay. Wow. Toffee, vanilla, smoke and honey. That's initially what I get with it. On the palate, cheers, Swami. Thanks for popping in again, buddy. Appreciate the support, pal. Cheers, Jacob. Thanks again for popping in, mate. Keep up those. Oh, let me pop Jacob's comment. Oh, I got to have these comments. Am I just a glutton for punishment? Wow. That one. You certainly know it's 100 proof. Spicy, oaky. Very, very dry, but it's dry and sweet at the same time. There's Swami's one there. Cheers, Swami. Wow. I don't know if it's just the rain outside, but every now and again I get this smell. And it's probably not the most descriptive. I've not had it for a long, long time, but I'm getting it tonight. But I don't know if you've had that, guys. If you're into your peaty whiskies, I tend to get that kind of wet dog note. Smells a bit like a wet dog, but it's still sweet. It's fruity, but it's definitely in there. Just hope it's no on the taste. Let's try it again. Thankfully, it's not. Hi, Richie. How you doing, mate? You okay? Richie Z. Cheers, buddy. Wow, that's nice. Guys, just a quick one on Benromach. How is it in the States? Is there much Benromach over there? I don't think I've got a Benromach here to show you, but it's a super, super little distillery. As I say, it's owned by the independent bottlers, Gordon MacPhail, and it's family owned. It's popping out some beautiful stuff. But for me, it's just quality whiskey. Everything's done the old traditional way. There's probably 3 or 4 people working at the distillery. The stillman's in total control. Nothing goes out unless the stillman wants it going out. But this is just another example. As I say, I have got a few Benromachs. I say Mark was kindly generous enough to send me this Benromach 10. 100 proof. I think this is being discontinued, so I think this might be one of those kind of sought after bottles to try and get a hold of. Finish on this is a super, super long finish. Wow. It's hot. It's spicy. It's like a chili pepper. Or chili spice. Or a spicy oak. It's definitely one of those. Beautiful, beautiful dram. So, that's me done all the drams that I wanted to do, but I might just do another one. If he's alright, you hang on, guys. If you're all kind of, you don't know where to run off. I've seen the Benromach 10 at Costco in the US, but not much else. Yeah, the Benromach 10 is nice. It's super. It's a great whiskey. It's not going to blow everybody away, but the quality of it is it's all first fill. Nothing at the distillery fill is done second fill or third fill, and everything's first fill. Predominantly bourbon cask as well. They do a few wee bits of sherry as well, but it's predominantly bourbon casks. So it's super, super stuff. I have a few bottles of the 10 in the house. And I say I've started collecting the distillery bottles. So thanks to Mark Slinger, he helps me kind of get a hold of those. So he's a great guy to get a hold of. I won't post up his address or anything, or his phone number or anything like that. I'll just keep that to myself, and whenever I need him to help me out, I'm sure he'll do it. Just a quick one, guys. I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is how great this community is Mark Slinger. He's a wee bit of a handyman. So let's show you what he's done for me. I don't know if I can do this, but let's make sure this works. Look at that. What do you think? Awesome, innit? He's made that for me. No cost, just the sheer generosity. He's took his time, his effort. He's made that up for us, which is absolutely fantastic. Big thanks, Mark. It's got pride of place on my wall. Might contact you, get another one for the other side, but there you go. Let's have a look. The tariffs. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I think I've missed a few here. I'm too busy going on with myself. Costco so hit and miss when it hits true gem prices worthwhile. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, so them tariffs kick in tomorrow. Going to be not to be drunk in one more UK tonight. Okay. Yeah, no, Richie, it's fantastic stuff, man. Well, apparently when he does it at home, he makes fun. He gets all, because he's up there in Speyside, he gets access to all those barrels, and he makes furniture out of them. So he's made little tables and little chairs, and he has a kind of summer house like this, and he gets all the barrel lids, and he puts branding on them. So Bunnahabhain and Macallan, and he does. Apparently, there's lots and lots all over the place. So that's where I saw it, and then obviously I've asked him if he would do me one of them, and he very generously, very quickly done it. The little run up, and away I went to get it down onto the wall. So no, it's a super stuff. So what am I missing? So he's all rushing out tonight, guys, to buy loads of whiskey. William Davalier. Sorry if I've butchered your name, William. I don't know if you've been in earlier and I've missed you earlier on, but thanks again for popping in, my friend. So what will I drink, guys? I'll have one more, I think. He's all right for one more? Last orders? What will we have? Don't know if Daniel's still in. Daniel, you still in? Let's see if Daniel's still in. I might crack one of these Longmorn 16s if Daniel's still in. Just to kind of rub it in a bit. Have you recovered from Texas? Okay. Yeah, no, I've been watching this, guys, in Texas. I think the difference this year, it looked much bigger. As I think I said earlier, they looked like there was more channels. Yeah, he is. I'll have one of these in your honour, Daniel. Let me just crack one of these. This is the best 16-year-old I've ever tasted. Oh, let's have a generous one. I remember getting one of these for Roy Acraviti, man. He couldn't get one anywhere, and I managed to snaggle one and pop up and sort them out. Yeah. Listen, drop me a note, Daniel. I'll sort you out with one of these, mate. Got a few in the house. Oh, this is beautiful. Well, I said I wasn't going to do any sherry, didn't I? Oh, but so it's only one more. Wow. Have you tried this, Daniel? Have you tasted it before? Ding, ding. Last bell. Last orders. Get yourselves to the bar. Get your last drinks poured. I bought that at my great niece's wedding. The day I met Julia. Okay. Oh, so it's got sentimental value as well, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. The love of whiskey. Wow. Well, it is one of those bottles, man. Let me listen, I could sit here for another 20 minutes just nosing this. It's that nice, but I'm not going to bore you all to death. Wow, that neck pour of GlenAllachie is fantastic. Donna, pass that GlenAllachie, and if it's like any of the others, have a couple of neck pours and enjoy it. But maybe leave it for a week and then go back to it in a week, and it'll just blow you away. Yeah, cheers, DJ. I tell you what this has, mate, and I'm sure you must be able to hear that rain now, man. He's picking up that sound. It is absolutely... The reason why I poured another drink was I was going to get off, but it's pissing down outside. I mean, torrential pissing down. DJ11, just with this, see these shelves? Every time I do a video, I have to take them back into the house and bring them back out again. Because I can't leave them out here. So it's another tough job that somebody's got to do. Done a past whiskey map from Whiskey recommended to me. Yeah. GlenAllachie. Who's on the GlenAllachie cask strength? Who's mentioning that? Is that DG11 was the GlenAllachie cask strength back 7? I've just tasted the back 7 GlenAllachie cask strength. Okay. It's not as good as the others. That's just, guys, it's just my opinion. But I think I have one here somewhere. I don't know if you watched, I think it was not my last video, but my last sherry one, which is the GlenAllachie batch 1 cask strength. This for me is the best GlenAllachie batch strength there's been. 2 and 3 and 4 were great. 5 and 6 were okay. I've just tried 7, 8's out now as well here in the UK, but I've not tried 8 yet. But I just had 7 the other day. Somebody kindly sent me a sample of batch 7. But this one, I was planning on keeping this bottle, guys. But what I'm going to do at some point over the next couple of months, I'm going to crack this open and I'm going to share it out, because I think lots of guys in the comment have said that I've never had the chance to try this. So I'm going to do something with this bottle. I'm going to divvy up some samples and ship them out. If I can afford the postage, you see, but I'm going to ship them out. But anyway, that's super stuff. Most recent GlenAllachie is terrible. Is that a specific GlenAllachie? Because I find the 15's okay, the 12 is okay. Listen, they're not. I don't think the 15 is as good as the old 15, but the new one is certainly a great whiskey. It certainly blows away the GlenAllachie 15. I'd have GlenAllachie 15 all day long. GlenAllachie for me, the 15 was a wee bit disappointing, so I'm hoping that opens up and it gets a bit better as it gets older. I just think the difference between this 15 and the GlenAllachie, I think that's been matured for the full 15 years in the Oloroso casks, whereas I think the GlenAllachie has been finished in the PX and Oloroso. So I think that's the difference. Whiskey friend, yeah, no, I had that the other night. Dustin doesn't compare to this one, and I think it's just one of those. I think it's probably had its day. It's one of those with GlenAllachie. It was one of my favourite distilleries, but I think since Billy Walker went, I think that all the pressure's been put on Rachel Barry, and she's been putting out some decent stuff. But I don't know if it's what's. It seems to have lost its way a little bit. Hopefully it finds its way back. But I was impressed with the 15. I really, really enjoyed the 15. The 12 is awesome. I think the GlenAllachie 12 is probably the best 12-year-old sherry cask whiskey out there for the money. I don't think there's anything that can compete with it for that kind of cash. Okay, Daniel, I've been whiffing this for a bit, but I'm going to go in. This is for you, Daniel. Cheers, mate. Oh, wow. That's so good. Spice, black pepper. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Have you got the batch 8 over there, Dustin? I don't know what the batch 8's like. Okay, I think I missed something there. Let's have a laugh here a minute. Oh man. Oh. I actually think, Daniel, I'm going to enjoy this. But when I finish this, I might even pour another one. Oh. I'll choke down my Deanston Virgin Oak. Deanston's alright, man. Ain't no Longmorn 16. But I'm keen. I've got an interest to swap one with that. I'll definitely swap that lot 12, lot 40 with you. Yeah, definitely. What else is going on, man? Okay, guys, I might maybe start thinking of heading this one up now. Unless anybody's got anything you want. Let me just see if I've covered everything on my list. Anniversary, guys. Hopefully, I've got a couple of decent videos coming out. I'm going to redo my very first video. So hopefully that may be coming out Saturday or Sunday. I've already recorded that one. I'm going to continue to go down the Peat Road for a bit. I'm going to try some smoky whiskies. I'm going to work my way to Islay. I'm going to try and go up through the Highlands and through Speyside and do their peaty whiskies, because I think I've discovered that peat's not just all about Islay. I think there's definitely some distilleries. I'm looking at some Benroamach. I'm looking at... I've just done the Edradour. There's definitely some distilleries there that are definitely doing my friend 11-year-old lot. Oh, okay. Is that a good one? Is that as good as a lot 40, 12-year-old? Oh, okay. Email me. Yeah, I'm going to head up through the Highlands, trying to head across, maybe pick up a bit of Old Pulteney and pick up some smoke there, maybe some Highland Park, and hopefully maybe early next year, maybe head on to Islay. I'm going to try and do a little visit. I'm going to try and plan a visit to Islay as well. Kalila 12 this evening. It's been a while. Okay. No, I think, guys, everybody, when they talk about peat and they all talk about Islay. But I think there's some really interesting distilleries that are doing some peated whiskey, which they're not Islay. I see at the Arran distillery is one of my favourites, and they've just now opened a peated distillery. So there's the two distilleries on Arran now. So you've got obviously the traditional normal Arran distillery, and we have 11-year-old is last year's. Okay. You definitely want this Longmorn 16, don't you? You're trying to sell me that 11-year-old, aren't you? Yeah, so I'm going to do the peat, guys. So it's peat's for Pete's sake. Okay. I take the peat. Listen, for a sherry guy to go after the peat, Ardmore. Nice one, Phil. Ardmore, that's your what's the word I'm looking for? That's your epiphany bottle, isn't it? Ardmore. Is that the word? Have I got the right word there? Epiphany bottle. Ardmore 10, wasn't it? I think that Ardmore 10. Listen, this is how great whiskey is, guys, right? Even looking at Phil there, right? I'd even have a hazard to say that bottle that he bought, and it's only probably a 30 or 40 pound-year-old bottle of whiskey. That Ardmore 10 has probably changed Phil and Deepa's lives over that one bottle. You know, if you look at them now, they're like they've got a drug addict. There are a couple of drug addicts just going round buying whiskey and drinking whiskey. Oh, it's Ardmore Legacy. Ah, right, okay. Sorry about that, mate. But yeah, you're like a couple of drug addicts Distillery, I was there last year with Mr. McTaggart himself in a store. Well, it was still under construction. Yeah, no, it's just opened. I think it opened 2 or 3 months ago. I've got a few. They did do the peated ones, but now they've separated them. They've now got the full on peat distillery and the full on the normal Arran distillery. Changed their bank account as well. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. I think you when I said my history was a wee bit different, I went out in over 6 months. I think I bought about 250 bottles. But I think you went out in one day and bought about 80 bottles. Filled up a shopping trolley and away you went. So yeah, it just changes lives. And to be degree, it's changed my life for a bit because I'm much more comfortable with my whiskey. I was enjoying whiskey before for a different reason. I was just collecting it. Now I'm enjoying it to share it and drink it and whatever. I still think they look great on the shelves, though. I still like my shelves inside in the house where they all look fantastic. All my labels are all lined up. So yeah, no, it's still great. But no, that bank account's took a wee bit of a hit in it. I'm sure you've probably got all your bottles open. No, that's the downside, guys, with doing these is once you open a bottle, then it either has to get smashed. I've got bottles that have been lying for a while now. I see this old Pulteney 12. I think I opened that one probably 6 months ago. You know, just because D8 Silv was saying he was having one. I've just had a wee crack at one earlier. Been slowly dipping a toe or two in. Well, okay, don't tell anybody. No problem. Yeah. Filling deeper, I've got habits. They're like a druggies. No. I've glad to say I'm not a drug addict anymore. I'm just helping everyone out. You know, I'm just kind of not influencing, but just kind of sharing the word, sharing the love. Thanks, Stra. I'll have to drink some now. Me too, love seeing all those minis. Okay, what's going on in the chat, guys? So I'm going to have my last kind of sip of this. What time's it in the States, guys? We're looking at, wow, 3:35 here. Time I tidy up. Time I take all the bottles back into the house, it could be 4 o'clock, 4:30. Got a few drams to finish off as well, so it could be a late one for me. Just a quick one, guys. That 2 o'clock time that I've done, I think Dustin at D8 Silv 2 said that that's probably an hour later. I could probably go an hour earlier. Would that work for you guys? Maybe at 7 o'clock rather than 8 o'clock? Well, I don't know if it's 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock where you are, but how was that time scale? That time zone that I've done today is the 2 o'clock. Could you go a bit earlier? Or are you okay with the time slot that I've got? Okay, what are you asking me, Phil? Where are we? Whiskey Throttle. Let's see if I've missed something. Yeah, no. Listen, that's fatal when you go shopping, man. It's exact. Phil will probably be able to back me up that because we have the auctions here, you could whiz through the auctions and that's a nice bottle, I'll put a bid in that. Or that's a nice bottle, I'll put a bid in that. Or that's a nice bottle, I'll put a bid in that. Before you know it, you've got 35 bottles. And then you keep an eye on them for a week, or you're eyeing them for 2 weeks. Well, about 10 days. So you're just constantly watching what's going on. 7:30 in California. It's about 7:30, isn't it? So would an hour earlier suit you better, or are you happy with the 2 o'clock? An hour earlier, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Okay. Well, cheers, guys. Yeah, no, I think Dustin was worried about me because I'm sitting up waiting and trying to wait to 2 o'clock. But I'm happy to do it, guys, because I can just sit with a couple of drams, just watching some videos. This is the time where it must be the same for you guys. Just try to keep up with everybody's channels and try to keep up with what's going on. It's 10:30 and I am on right by the US border. Okay. So the times are good then. So you're happy with it. If I do it at 1 o'clock, then it's, well, 1 o'clock in the morning, it's great. Or I do it at 2 o'clock, I'll do whatever. It might actually suit me to do 2 o'clock, but yeah, you make me sound like some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I've just put DJ1 ones. If you stream, they will come. Yeah. No, I'm very thankful. Always these live streams, the videos, I think you've got more control over the video than I can cut out what I don't want to do. Initially, when I started doing the videos, I planned to do, I don't think Ralphie edits his. So my initial plan was to just not edit. But when you watch them back, I don't know, Ralphie must, and I think it's his 10 years, because I do remember watching Ralphie's very first video, and they were only about 2 minutes long, I think, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But as they got longer, then I think he's doing a great job, because when I tried to do mine initially, I think my very first one, I didn't edit it. I had no editing facilities. The first 2 or 3, and when you go back and you look at them, you can see how bad they are. All the M's and all that, and yeah. So my plan was not to edit, but I think that works well for Eric. Yeah, no, I don't mind. See, like, see this is where I think the live streams, you can just crack on and do whatever you want. I think the videos, you've got a wee bit more control, and I think people expect them to be a wee bit more polished. So in that respect, then I think the live streams are great. I can just crack on and do whatever. And you can just, and there's no, I did plan on doing scripts, but I always wandered off because I got caught up in the comments and the script just went out the window. So tonight I never done a script. All I had was a plan. I was going to do 5 whiskies, pick the 5 I was going to do, and then play it by ear. So that's where we are. So I think I'm coming up for an hour and 40 minutes, guys. Have you had enough? Daniel, I can still smell this. Wow. Okay, I'm hopefully not going to offend any Americans or Canadians, but that whiskey, I don't think I've tasted, even the ECBP, which was my very first bourbon, which everybody raves about as the #1 bourbon. That Longmore 16 still beats it for me. I think there's more. I think the Scotch, they've got something about the complexity. I don't know whether that's, we tend to keep them in the casks longer, or we tend to do more with the wood. And I think the American stuff with the climate, they can do it shorter and quicker and all that kind of stuff. But I still think, okay, you've got the heat and you've got the shorter time scales over there, but I think that's detracting a little bit. I think our climate, keeping it longer in the cask, I think it definitely impacts more on the complexity, because this is super, super complex. Wow. So guys, I'm going to wind this down. Thanks again to, I've got some special mentions, the ones that, listen guys, if I don't mention your names, it doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you, but Rob Klompstra, he's on every, if you look back at my videos, he comments on every video. He's first on every video. We've swapped some whiskies. Super, super guy. Jerry KERSEY. Wow, Jerry's just went above and beyond. I've lost count of the amount of spectacular bourbons he sent me. I've sent him some super whiskies back. He sent me full bottles. In fact, I've got a couple here. I've got the McKenna. Jerry sent me that. He sent me some Eagle Rare. I think this is where my invitation is, I think, on here somewhere. He's got me, yeah, I don't know if I've showed you this before. It comes up in my titles at the beginning, but I'll unpack this. is this is the Jack Daniels single barrel select, and it's been personalised. Best wishes on your whiskey adventure. Kevin Sanders, JD Barrowman 2019. And to be fair, guys, he's had it actually engraved as well. I don't know if you can pick that up. Alan, the whiskey friend, Wilson, all the best. Jeff Arnett. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to a little trip to America next year. Lots going on with the channel. What I'm going to try and do, guys, I don't know if it's me. I quite like just talking about the whiskey, but I'm going to start visiting, maybe visit some distilleries next year. Hopefully come over to America. If I can catch it with some of you guys in America, that'd be great. But where are we? Okay. I'm going to head, guys. I'm starting to waffle now, I think. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the America. Yeah. Jerry KERSEY. Big shout out to Jerry KERSEY. I'm sure he's popped into a few of your live streams before. I know it's difficult to work to get into these. He works crazy hours and crazy shifts. But Jerry comments on every video. Rob Klompstra is on every video. And most of you guys now, obviously there's new guys coming in, which is fantastic. Dustin will be around for a while. Donna Passes sent me some whiskies. Donna, will I do your Edradour? You want me to do Edradour? Will I? What do you think? You up for it? This is the... I think the label's wearing off. So, Edradour 12 cask strength. Is this the one Ralphie done? Let's just see what's going on here. Don't know if Donna Pass is still in. Cheers, Phil. See you later on, mate. I don't even try to watch them all anymore. I'm too busy to catch when I can. No, it's great. So I think I've missed quite a bit here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Rock Guts in. How you doing, Ed? You okay? Don't know if you're still in. I might have missed a little bit there. Waffling, talking shit as usual. But thanks for popping in, Ed. Listen, I just caught your last video and I thought it was very, very funny, man. That shit whiskey. Got a sample, send me that sample of that shit whiskey because I'd love to try that. Some of them faces were just not good. Scotch is king. So can I don't know, I've missed that one there, Daniel. What are you saying there? Call me a cheeky bugger. So can I, you cheeky bugger? Is that a drunk statement you've just made there? Yeah. So Dustin likes the Scotch, don't you, Dustin? Oh, Bronco Rog, man. I must be sleeping here because I'm missing half of you guys. Thanks for popping in, Bronco. Oh hell, man! Demand on US bourbon is ruining bourbon. Okay, bourbon today is 50% worse than 10 years ago. Wow, canal. I don't think you can really compare them as one better than the other. They're really two different beasts. Yeah, no, they are. Yes, I totally agree. They're different, man. But that can be said about Scotch as well. Okay. Jason Fisk. Cheers, Jason. Thanks for popping in, mate. Oh, Dan E, man. How you doing, Dan? Nice to see you, buddy. Time for a beer in bed. Cheers, Daniel. Thanks very much for popping. Daniel, drop me an email or drop me a comment or whatever, and I'll contact you back, mate. Yeah. Or try me and get me on Twitter at friend whiskey at Twitter. Don't know if you're on Twitter. And I'll sort something out with that bottle. I missed loads here, man. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Mo's John, man. How you doing, Mo's? You okay? Apologies, guys. I've not been, I don't know my channels. I'm not too bad. I wish I could, but that video killed it. Listen, you didn't buy 2 bottles of that. You just buy 1 bottle. Yeah, no, there's some guys in now, man. I was planning just to get off this, man, but let's have a look. Yeah, Dan's doing okay. Cheers, Jason. Thanks for coming in, mate. How you keeping? What are you drinking, Jason? Mr. Fisk. Danny. Let us know what you're drinking, guys, because I'm tempted to try this. I think Donna Pass might have got off, man. It's a shame because if he was still in, then I would. Oh no, Edradour 12. Donna's still there. Tim, should I open it? You got time for me to open it? What do you think? Drop me a comment, man. Kleinlish. Oh wow. I am at the Whiskey Fin. Same name, Mr. Okay, no problem. I'll contact you, mate. We'll sort something out. Maybe a couple of snow globes coming across the planet. Okay, Donna's up for it. This is totally off. I hope I've got another glass empty, but let's have a look. Let's check it out, man. Just a quick one, guys. I've just noticed in here. Let me just double check this is up to date, but I've only got 3 likes, so if you've not hit that like button, what's going on, man? Crack on with it. Okay. Got a couple of glasses left. Got my little friendly little taster here. Okay, I'm sure this is going to be awesome, man. I did watch Ralphie, but I'm not going to give you any notes on this, guys. I just purely want to drink that. What a colour that is right away. I don't know anything about this, but that's, to me, has got to be... Where am I going? That has got to be first fill, that. Look at the colour of that, man. That is awesome. Watching the Yankees lose. Okay, is that a cricket team? You need to refresh it. Okay. Cheers, guys. Yeah, I've got it on the. Let me think it. Check it out. Yeah, no problem. Cheers. Yeah, no, you're right. Cheers, guys. Oh wow, wee man. This is as you Americans say. This is right up my wheelhouse, man. Wow. This is just sherry, man. See, this is the thing with these. It's like Benromach. It's a very, very small distillery. I know when I did my last Edradour video, guys, there's a bottle that everybody keeps telling me to get a hold of, which is the Edradour Caledonia, right? I've tried to get a hold of it and it's sold out and it's sold out and it's sold out. So I've constantly looking to try and get it. So I'm trying to get a hold of that bottle. But the Edradour Balakin, I've done the Balakin. As I looked into the distillery, I think their wiki page is a wee bit out of date because it says it's only producing, I don't know, 700,000 litres. I think it's doubled its quantity anyway. They've put 2 new stills in. It says on the wiki page they've only got 2 stills, but somebody's enlightened me in the comments that I've now upgraded and it's now doubling production. So that's why I think Edradour is fantastic. But the beautiful thing about Edradour and the other one, which is the Benromach, is they're both owned by independent bottlers. So the Edradour is owned by the Signatory Bottling, Signatory Vintage, which I think I've got one here. Hopefully Daniel's gone because I've got a Signatory Vintage Longmorn. Another Longmorn 16. But this is a Signatory Vintage one. So this is who Edradour is owned by. And then obviously Benromach's owned by Gordon MacPhail. And the beauty of those 2 distilleries are doing everything the right way, which is fantastic. Danny, Glen Scotia 15. I think, yeah, there's one there. But is it, who else got that? Somebody else. Let me just pop that little comment up. That looks nice, that one. I picked up the Glen Scotia 15. How have you got on with it? Have you got on with it? All right with it, Glen? How have you enjoyed it? Have you opened it yet? Have you not opened it? That must be an old one. You on Cheeky Buggers? What's this? Daniel, I missed this Cheeky Buggers thing. What's the Cheeky Buggers, man? Thought you'd gone. Thought you'd went away for your dinner. Sorry, mate. You didn't see that, did you? Yeah? No. Fucking hell, man. Thought you'd gone, man. Okay. I'm dying to do this, man. Don't feel bad, but it could be worse. Okay. That must be American football thing. Is that American football thing? Yeah, you told me you'd gone, Daniel. You cheeky bugger. Wow, no, this is... I have got a couple more I could pull out, but I'm not going to pull it out anymore. Oh, okay. This is just so dark. I think this is, yeah, it's... I don't know if this smells right. It smells dense. It smells thick. It smells deep, dark, almost musky. Not like the wet dog and the peat, but it seems like possibly, I don't know if there's a Dunnage warehouse involved, but it smells like it's been in a damp, dusty, dark place. But the colour is just phenomenal. That would compare, I think, to my... I think I've got a Glengoyne 25, which is probably the nearest thing I've seen to that colour. But that at 12 years old, it's phenomenal. Okay, Jason, I've not tried many Benromachs. I say the 10-year-old I've done, which is fantastic. I've got I've had 5-6 bottles of the Benromach 10. I've just done a Benromach 100 proof, which is spectacular. I say I've got a couple of I've got a couple of distillery bottlings of Benromach, but I've got them in my collection in a minute. So at some point, I'm sure they'll get opened. But I just love the way that Benromach just do things. But I asked earlier in the comments how easy it is to get Benromach in the States. I'm not too sure because I know it's a really, really small output. So I wasn't sure whether it actually gets over to the States. But it's like anything, guys. These little distilleries, this was once the smallest distillery in Scotland. I think they've just lost that. No, I know exactly what you're saying with the dirty. It just smells not dirty, but you know what I said about the wet dog thing earlier? It's similar to that, but not a wet. This is not quite wet dog. Yeah, I'd agree, Dan. I prefer the... Don't get me wrong, the new one is... The new one's nice, but I don't know if anybody knows, but the one that changed me from a collector to a drinker was the GlenDronach 15 Revival. I'll be quick. I got a bottle at auction. I drove to Glasgow to collect it. I planned a weekend with some friends. We went out, had a few beers, had a few good night out, came back I was staying at my friend's flat, came back, the GlenDronach 15 was sitting on the table. Big mistake. We sat up to 7 o'clock in the morning talking shit and we drank that full bottle. So that's what changed me. This is why I'm doing this now. It's GlenDronach 15 Revival is the reason why I'm sitting here now. Benromach, it's hard to find. This 100 proof, I've just done it and it's spectacular. I think it's discontinued now, so I don't know what the plans are in the future going forward, whether they're going to discontinue it for a bit and bring it back later on. But somewhere along the line, I think it's probably an auction bottle here in the UK now at the minute. But it's hard to find here. The 10s you can get a hold of, no problem, but there's some of the kind of the special bottles it's hard to get a hold of. That's what whiskey is made for. No, whiskey's wow. And this is the problem that I had, guys, is that I had nobody to share it with, nobody to drink with. I was drinking them. I'd open an odd bottle. I could have a bottle of old Pulteney 12. It'd last me 2, 3, 4 weeks because it was very rarely I go back to it. Now I could probably go through maybe a bottle maybe every couple of weeks. So I'm going through it quicker, but I could go through it in a week, but I'm sharing some of that. As actually drinking it, it's tough. And that's the problem we have now when you do this kind of thing with reviews, is opening a bottle to review it. So all these guys that are doing uncorkings, then it's tough because they're uncorking it, reviewing it, and it's probably going to sit on the shelf for however long, unless they're divvying it up and sharing it out. And I don't think they're all doing that. And I think that's one of the issues that I think I had with like kind of Patreon. I think some of these guys, when I watched some of the guys in the early days, they didn't have this, and now they've got masses and masses of walls full of whiskey, and I think Patreon's paying for that, whereas they're reviewing it, but they're not actually sharing the bottles out. So I may be wrong. It's just a take that I have. I think those bottles should get opened, reviewed, and passed out. And if they're doing any Patreons, the Patreon should pay for both. Patreon should pay to buy the bottle, and Patreon should pay to post it out. But just my opinion. I don't want to get all Ralphie and all that and opinionated, but whiskey's for sharing, whiskey's for drinking. There's a market there to make some money on it, but that's a different ball game. But let me I've no sipped this yet, I don't think. It is dirty, it is dark, it is deep. It's all dark fruit. Wow. Let's have a sip of this. I'm looking forward to this now. I've still got some left, so I'll save some for later. If it's that nice, I might do a review. There's no point me doing a review now because I think Ralphie's done it, so it's done and dusted, isn't it? Cheers, guys. Cheers, Donna Pass. Jason Fisk, get them bottles opened and get them drunk. Wow. Wow. Okay. Where do I start with this one? I'm not even going to give you loads of notes on this because I'll tell you why, right? This is one of the things that I've discovered. As I say, I'm relatively new to whiskey compared to some of you guys. But when you come across a whiskey like this, and this is the beauty of guys sharing this. This is somebody who's sent me this whiskey. It's from a little known distillery. Very, very small output, but they're doing everything the right way. So there's no massive packaging on this. All the quality is in the whiskey. All the quality is in the spirit. This to me has got to be first fill. It's 12 years old. It's bottled at I'm not sure what I think Tim might tell us what. I might have it here actually. Let's have a look. So this is bottled at 57.1. So cask strength. So that's bottled at 57.1, right? But that is spectacular whiskey from a distillery that probably a lot of you guys in the States have not heard of. But for me, that is, if you can get a hold of this forget Macallan, forget whatever. This, you'll buy this. I don't know what this costs, Tim. You might be able to let the guys know what kind of money this costs, but this is super whiskey, and I don't think it'll be mega expensive. I may be wrong, and Tim might say it's £200 a bottle, but I can't see that from Edradour. And this is why I think guys are telling me about the Caledonia, and I think they're saying get and try the Caledonia, because I think that's one of their entry kind of bottles. But looking when you go to try and buy stuff online and you get an idea when it's sold out, that's usually a kind of a great idea that if it's sold out, then it's working well. Let me just see if I can pop into the comments here. Bronco Rog has only got where am I looking there? You've only got one friend that drink whiskey, so I have plenty on the shelf. Okay, so you'll go through the same kind of problem I had. I didn't have anybody. At least you've got somebody. So that's fantastic. But you've probably got so much whiskey on the shelf that if there's only two of you drinking it, then every time you open the bottle, that'll... Wow. Tough. But anyway, I think I'm just going to catch up on some of these comments, guys, and then I'm going to shut this down. Tamdhu. I think I tried when I went to the whiskey gathering in Glasgow. I think Andy R. Baggy put me onto kind of Tamdhu. Tamdhu is one of those, again, it's one of those smaller distilleries that it's under the radar. I think some of these smaller ones kind of skip under the radar, and I think they're putting out super stuff. And I think Tamdhu is one of them, because I think the Tamdhu I had that night was another heavily sherried one, which I think was, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Tamdhu. I think if Andy watches me in the replay, then I think he'll probably highlight if it was a Tamdhu or not. $100, so that's probably working out what, about £75 in the UK, which I'd pay that all day long for that whiskey, guys. Wow. So this is the cask strength. I think there is a batch on this, Jason. Let me just see if I've got yeah, this one, I'll give you Tim's notes on this one. It was Edradour 2006, natural cask strength, distilled in December 2006, bottled March 25, 2019. It's cask 414, 700 bottles, 57.1% ABV, non-chill filtered and non-coloured. Every box is ticked. Super stuff, and big hands up to Edradour, and big hands up to what's that one? Benromach. Sorry about that, guys. Benromach and Edradour. Tamdhu is probably another one there as well, but it might be worthwhile looking into for Tamdhu. But that may be something that comes later on. Tamdhu 10 was excellent. So there's lots and lots of whiskies out there, and that's the beauty of it. I think there's probably 140 distilleries in the UK. I think the US there's probably as many distilleries in the US with bourbons and all that kind of stuff. If you put Longmore in a Tamdhu bottle, you'd have 6. Yeah, Bronco Rock. Don't tell Daniel, man. Don't tell the throttle. He's probably still watching, by the way, but let's not mention it. Yeah. But anyway, guys, it's been fantastic. It's okay. I'm going to tap myself now. If you're a returning subscriber, then thanks very much. If you're watching for the first time, you may want to click that subscribe button down below. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. You're helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 1K. I'm not too far away, guys, now for the 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully, if you're sharing the video, share it to you guys in America. That's fantastic. If you've got friends who are into whiskey, just drop them a note, let them know about the channel. Now my tapping's over. Thanks very much. I've had a great night, guys. I was hoping to drag this out until the rain went off, but it's fucking still raining. Let's see if I can see what's going on here. About 10 years ago, the New York Times had a Tamdhu 10 as Best Buy. Bought 10 bottles for $18.99. Wow. Have you drunk them, Dan? Have you still got them? If Donna passed, whiskey's still in. Donna, Tim, this is nice, man. Nice. Buy another bottle. Wow. Let's have my last drink of this and then I'm going to crack off. This is another one when it arrives, there's not that much of an arrival. And then all of a sudden there's just this explosion of flavour. It's all dark fruits, plums, raisins, figs, all of those. Super stuff. But guys, I'd like to thank everyone who's turned up tonight. As I say, I'm hoping to do one of these every couple of weeks. Hopefully they'll get better. I think initially I was a bit, well, I was going to say shit, but I think when you try and plan them, I think it's a wee bit more difficult. I'd rather I'm the kind of go with the flow guy. But I'd love to thank everybody who's popped in tonight. It's been a blast. It's been great. I'm planning another one maybe in a couple of weeks. Possibly I go on holiday in a couple of weeks, or maybe the timing may be off. If I can do it before I go on holiday, I'll crack on. I'll do one before I go on holiday. I've got another one planned. I'm going to try and plan another one for Sunday night. Hopefully, I'm going to try and catch the UK time zone with that. So maybe a wee bit earlier. So maybe sometime in the daytime for you guys. If you can pop in, that'd be fantastic. If you can't, catch it in the replay. That's super. I love all the comments. Drop in as much as you can. But again, until the next time, guys, glad you're enjoying it. It's already have another stashed. Yeah. That means that you can send me some more, can't you? You must have plenty that you can send me some more. Just a quick one, guys. If anybody's got anything you want to send me, feel free, send me it. I'm happy to take all your whiskies. If you want me to review something, great, I'll review it. If you want me just to try it on a live stream, then I'm happy to do that. Saves me opening up loads and loads of bottles. So the more you can send me, fantastic. If you don't, I'm great, no problem. But it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks very much. And until next time, I'll catch you soon. I just need to check I can get out of this live stream. All right. But again, guys, thanks very much. I'm Alan, the Whiskey Friend. If you've watched the live, thanks very much. If you watched the replay, thank you again very much, guys. I appreciate the support. Until the next 12 months, hopefully we'll crack on. And to say, if anybody's got any ideas, just drop some comments. If you want me to review Irish, if you want me to review Japanese, if you want me to review whatever, give me a shout, guys. Cheers now. Thanks very much. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.